Friend, I want to tell you right now, Christianity is not just peanut butter and jelly. It's not tiptoeing through the tulips. When you get the Holy Spirit on the inside of you, your life is not your own. He may tap you on the shoulder to pray for some people who need a breakthrough, who don't even know they need a breakthrough. He may get in your car and start talking to you about somebody's life and how they need prayer. You may intercept plans the enemy had for somebody's life. You may actually find yourself standing between hell and the harvest, somebody who's on their way to hell. And you are the one person God could trust with an assignment to pray. And you stood between hell and that person, and you told the Lord, Lord, save them. Lord, forgive them. Lord, have mercy on them. Lord, don't let them keep living like they're living. And I know this is going to sound old-fashioned to some of us, but what we are watching happen in today's church is we are teaching people simply how to live their best life now. And I want to tell you, if you'll walk in the Spirit, it'll be the greatest joy you've ever had, but it will also lead you to places of feeling the heart of God, carrying a burden that is not about your comfort and how wonderful it can be. Sometimes you need to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and pray for that baby that God gave you 20 years ago. And the devil may be sitting on their shoulder telling them there's no hope. And it might be you waking up in the middle of the night saying, God, have mercy, that keeps the hand of the enemy from touching their life. And I am just concerned. I'm wondering, does today's church have place for a war room again? Because you teach like this and some people say, well, you need to calm down a little bit. You know, Christianity is not about war. Tell that to Paul. Tell that to Paul, who told his people how to put on the armor of God. Didn't sound like a cruise ship to me. It sounded like a battleship. Put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand in the evil day? What is that? I don't want anything to do with that. That ain't what I was told. I was told I come to Jesus and he's the sugar daddy in the sky. Rub on the lamp called Sunday morning church and get what I want from God. I'm telling you right now, you serve God long enough and you'll see the enemy flex in people's life, even in your own life. And you'll have to come to a place, am I just going to get depressed because it's not always peanut butter and jelly? Or am I going to get fed up with the enemy and recognize that there's one living in me that's greater than the one that is living in this world? Then I really do have spiritual authority. Some of us are getting our tail kicked. We're getting our tail kicked not because Jesus took a break, not because God is a million miles away. We're getting our tail kicked because we spend more time in the chat room than we do in the prayer room. And if you want to have victory, you've got to have a walk with God. I'm not going to get no help today, but I'm going to preach and deliver my soul, because I believe that there are people right now on their way to hell, and somebody's spirit in this room and somebody's spirit online is going to wake up to the fact that I've got authority. My prayers do produce change. There's something about my prayer that heaven will move upon. And I'm trying to find just one person who will go back to an altar to say, God, till it happens, I'll stay here in a place of prayer. Till I see it, I'll call on the name of the Lord.